Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video yesterday talking about the foreclosure killer. Now, it's just a title. There's nothing extremely unique about this particular model other than the fact I did some extra training of it, putting in the current information. You all can do the same thing. However, I said I'll be using it for all future consults dealing with foreclosures. Why? Because that's what the extra training was for, was to help people with consultations. Not previous consultations, but future consultations. This does two things. This makes it easier on me. I won't have to do as much thinking. Whew. Again, my problem, my addiction is thinking over and over again, thinking everything out, everything from the smallest of the participle to the largest. That's why I do all the talking, because while I'm talking, I'm processing information. I'm thinking. I've had this problem all my life, and it is a burden. Now, hold on. I've had 4 people call me today, and each person was telling me about their situation. I need you all to stop. The only people who get to tell me about their situation are the consult individuals. The rest of you, if we've had a consult and the consult is over, don't do that. The consult is over. I don't have the time to spend the time thinking about your stuff because I'm thinking about too many other things. I am now getting ready to go after these stupid judges who've caused me nothing but problems. I told them I was coming. Well, this is the year of the lawsuit. It will last for the next 10, 20 years. I don't care. My job is to make sure they understand who they messed with, because they didn't understand. I could tell they didn't understand, because if they understood, they wouldn't have done it. They should have went and talked to Michael McVeigh, that judge who begged me to stop. They should have went and had a conversation. At least they would have asked somebody. So now I got to get their attention. I want you to pay attention to this. Wake up. According to Senator Trimble, the Civil Rights Act of 1866 provides no immunity for judges or any other official and or corporate entity and or employee and or officer. So that means judges cannot use the Attorney General to defend themselves in a Civil Rights Act of 1866. Because this is personal liability, and because it's in regards to violating the rights of a person, whether natural or otherwise, of the United States, comma, they are not capable of using the funds set aside for such actions against judicial officials and or public officials, comma, because a charge under the Civil Rights Act of 1866 is an individual personal liability charge and not a charge under office. Office. Stop listening. I'm giving this to you guys so that you'll know it. Any violation of the Civil Rights Act of 1866 constitutes a personal tort not an official act such as liability is personal. It attaches to the individual, not to the office. You're not actually suing a judge, you're suing a person. And the Senator Trumbull made it clear that during the drafting of the act that no public servant, including judges and legislatures, would be exempt. Wake up. What part of the act makes it mandatory that only an Article 3 judge sitting in an Article 3 capacity may preside over this case? Stop listening. Absolute statutory enforcement of rights, the nature of the Federal Civil Rights Act mandates adjudication under Article 3, judicial power only. They don't get to do it administratively. No. They made amendments. Now watch this. This is going to be the last thing, then I got to go. Wake up. Did you know, that the Constitution says, that if an act of Congress is amended, that the very same process for enacting the act must be the very same process used for amending the act? Question mark. Stop listening. He's going to give that wonderful little requirement. Every bill which shall have passed the House of Representatives and the Senate shall be, before it become law, be presented to the President. Okay? Maxim. That which is established by the same process must be undone by the same process. Specific application of the Civil Rights Act. Any amendments must therefore follow the same heightened threshold. Any purported amendment, codification such as blah blah blah, or reinterpretation not passed by 2/3 majority of the House is unconstitutional. The original Civil Rights Act was passed by 2/3 majority. Wake up. You mentioned the code, the code was not around when the Civil Rights Act was passed. That means the code is not applicable to the Civil Rights Act of 1866 because it was not envisioned by Congress, so it's not according to the intent of the original legislature. Stop listening. Irrefutable conclusion. The Civil Rights Act of 1866 was passed as a standalone act of Congress and published in the statutes at large, the only official legal evidence of enactment in federal law at the time. United States Code did not exist until 1926, and its creation was a private editorial compilation of the Law Revision Council, not an act of Congress. You see, he is giving me this because he's been programmed to recognize the code is not law. That's why he's not giving me all of that other junk he was giving me before. Like I said, they're eventually going to try to mess with it, but again, I'll just do it again and again and again and again until it gets done. But I ain't got to go back and forth. I ain't got to argue with it. Everything he gave me today was valid. So, I am getting ready to get their attention because they got mine. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one other thing that I need to tell you guys about. Minimax! Some of you already know about Minimax. Minimax, Minimax. 50 cent! Okay, this is Minimax, ladies and gentlemen. It has an agent. Minimax! Everybody's been talking about agents because agents are all the world. Go to Minimax. Pay attention. Google Minimax. There's it right here. Minimax. Google it. Minimax. It's free. Minimax. Okay? I've actually enjoyed using it for the little bit of time I've been using it. Yes, it's been around for a while. But, hold on now, I've been stuck with all of those other brands. I'm now going over to the China brands. Why? Because they're putting that stuff out there for free. Video creation and all of that for free. The Americans are capitalists, not the Chinese. And so they're putting it out there for you all for free. Minimax. Hey, I gotta go. I hope you all understand. If you are a consult person and you get the pre-consult, we can talk. If I have the time, I will give you the time. If you are one of those previous consult persons and you have my number and you want to just chit chat and say hello, then do that. But don't bring up your problems during the consult. It's going to make me really feel that you're trying to use me. And I don't appreciate it. Don't try to manipulate me. If you try to manipulate me, I will hate you. I'm not joking. I hate manipulation. That's the reason why my mother and I stopped talking in 2010. She died in 2017 because she was trying to manipulate me, and I told her I would not allow her to do that ever again. Understand, I don't play that. I already had one guy contact me today via email. Everybody wants to say, well, I don't have the money right now. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. The moment you say, I don't have the money right now, you are letting me know more than what I need to know at that moment. You are letting me know that you are knowledgeable about what the rules are and that you are hoping that there's going to be a concession or some exception to the rule. There isn't. If you're facing foreclosure, that means you haven't been paying your mortgage. And if you haven't been paying your mortgage, then you should have been saving up your money. And if you haven't been saving up your money, then contact an attorney and see if he will accept your offer. And go with him. But stop playing me. Stop trying to play me. And I don't care if you... I don't care. I really don't. Stop doing that. This is not about money. This is about my time. And you want me to worry about you and your stuff when you don't give a about me. So please don't do that. Okay? I don't care if you get upset, if you get mad. Kiss my... ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to let you go now. He was about to go there, and I can't have him going there right now because we have a meeting in less than 3 minutes. And so he's got to be prepared for that meeting. So apologize for where he was trying to tell people they can go and kiss. It wasn't personal, okay? All right. Y'all have a good day. I was going to go mind my own business. Y'all take care.